Think of your attachment style as a template your nervous system built in early childhood for what relationships are supposed to feel like, not a permanent verdict on your character, just an early draft built from limited data that your brain has been applying to every close relationship since. Let's build this framework layer by layer, because attachment theory gets flattened into vague personality quiz language far more often than it gets properly explained. Layer 1, the origin. Attachment theory, developed by John Bowlby and later expanded through Mary Ainsworth's research, proposes that infants develop a working model of relationships based on how consistently and responsively their early caregivers met their needs for comfort and security. This model isn't a conscious memory. It's encoded at a level closer to instinct and operating assumption about whether closeness is generally safe and reliable, or generally uncertain and risky. Layer 2, secure attachment, formed through generally consistent, responsive caregiving. As adults, securely attached people tend to be comfortable with both intimacy and independence, trust relatively easily, and handle relationship conflict without catastrophizing it as evidence the relationship is ending. Layer 3, anxious attachment, often formed through inconsistent caregiving, sometimes attentive, sometimes unavailable, in a pattern the child couldn't reliably predict. As adults, anxiously attached people frequently experience heightened sensitivity to signs of distance, a strong need for reassurance, and a tendency to interpret ambiguous behavior from a partner as a threat to the relationship, even when no threat actually exists. Layer 4, avoidant attachment, often formed through caregiving that was consistently distant, dismissive of emotional needs, or that discouraged dependence. As adults, avoidantly attached people frequently value independence intensely, feel uncomfortable with high emotional intimacy, and may withdraw specifically when a relationship starts to feel close, rather than when something is actually going wrong. Layer 5, disorganized attachment, often formed through caregiving that was frightening, unpredictable, or itself a source of distress. As adults, this can show up as a confusing, oscillating mix of anxious and avoidant patterns, wanting closeness intensely while simultaneously fearing it, sometimes toward the same person in the same relationship. Putting the full framework together, none of these styles are fixed, permanent traits despite how they're often discussed. Research on earned secure attachment has found that people with anxious, avoidant, or disorganized templates can genuinely shift toward secure functioning over time, most reliably through sustained experience in relationships, romantic, therapeutic, or platonic, that consistently disconfirm the old template. An anxiously attached person repeatedly experiencing a partner who doesn't withdraw when reassurance is needed gradually updates the underlying model. An avoidantly attached person repeatedly experiencing closeness that doesn't feel suffocating or threatening does the same. What this framework actually determines in adult relationships, then, isn't your destiny, it's your starting default. Your nervous system's best guess based on old, incomplete data, running automatically until enough new evidence accumulates to justify writing a more accurate, updated version of the template. There's a practical detail worth adding about how these styles typically interact in actual relationships, since most people don't date in a vacuum. An anxious and an avoidant partner frequently find themselves in a self-reinforcing dynamic, where the anxious partner's need for reassurance triggers the avoidant partner's discomfort with closeness, whose withdrawal then triggers more anxious reassurance seeking, in a loop that can feel like intense chemistry, while actually being two old templates confirming each other's original fears rather than healing them. Recognizing this specific pairing pattern is often the first practical step toward interrupting it, since it reframes what can feel like a uniquely difficult personal relationship problem as a fairly well-documented, describable dynamic with known paths toward disrupting it.